Our charge to the World Cup finals continues today. I think we can qualify on today's episode. Hello and welcome to part 7 of It's Coming Home, not that one. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we are playing against Ireland and Finland in World Cup qualifying games. This is what our group looks like after 4 games. We've got a game in hand on everybody else. There's 8 games played in total. I think if we win both of these games, that will put us to 18 points after 6 games. We'll have beaten... I think that'll be enough to qualify. I can't do the maths. There's too many permutations. It's too complicated. Let's just get into it. We're sticking with the 4-3-3. We're sticking with Goff at right back because it worked so well. There is a very familiar shape to this England team now. I think we all know who's going to play if they're fit, and it's these 11 for the time being. So we've got Powell in goal. A back four of Page, Williams, Ashworth and Goff, with Shaw, Nixon, Smith in midfield, North, Thompson and Williamson up front. Kevin Williamson, of course, in the last episode got his 100th goal for England in just 136 appearances. That is quite some record. And what's the statisticians? What's the world record for most international goals for any country? I want Williamson to break it. He's got at least this season left, and there's a World Cup at the end of it. So there's 4 more qualifiers, probably another 4 friendlies. So that's 8 games plus. If we were to win the World Cup, what's that? Another 7 games? So potentially another 15 games this season if he stays fit. And then presumably another 5 to 10 games over the next couple of seasons as well as he starts to wind down. So let's say he's got another 25 games. He could potentially get like another 20 international goals. Would 120 goals be a record? Or has someone got loads more than that? Let me know down in the comments. Williamson is in behind here though. Finds Thompson. I mean, it was a decent effort, but the Ireland keeper makes a save. Ireland have got former home man Peter Turner at right back for them today. No room on the bench for Paul Perry, though, the other former home player who's been knocking around this Ireland squad. I think this is the 4th time in 7 episodes that we've played Ireland. We seem to play them constantly, and today we don't seem to be beating them, which is a little bit of a worry. It does lead me to ponder about this 4-3-3 because it has been very effective against weaker opposition. I'm a little bit worried if we just cruise through to the World Cup playing this formation, are we going to get found out when we get there and have to play against someone better than us? I don't think we can play 3 strikers against Brazil, for example, and it's kind of the only way we know how to play. Right, we've been the better team here. Go win the match. I didn't really mean to say keep doing what you're doing and we'll be fine. I mean, it is kind of true. What I wanted to say was, sort your lives out, go and score some goals. Williams with the corner, that's a penalty. All day long, he is clattered in the area there, and it's Williamson to step up for goal number 101 for England if he can tuck this away. And he does. 1-0 to England just after half-time. 101 international goals now for Kevin Williamson. I mean, he was always going to be good with an excellent name like Kevin. It's just a top quality name, and that is a top quality penalty, and that is much more like it. Let's continue that through to the rest of the game. I'm now trying to do maths as I talk. So I think it is Austria that we play next. So if we beat Austria, I think that qualifies us because that would have us 8 points clear of both Austria and Ireland with 2 games to go. My maths isn't great, but I know that means we qualify. If we do qualify, I'm not sure if I'll bother showing you the last 2 qualifiers. We'll see. We'll see where they fall. We might end up doing it. If there's a way to do it and put the World Cup draw in the same episode, then that feels like something that's worth showing you so you can see what group we're going to get for the World Cup, which will be coming up in the summer. Right, Thompson can come off, Wilson can come on, and Smith can come off for Port. We're just going with what my assistant manager thinks here largely. That will do. Let's drop a little praise bomb. Where are we? Praise. There we go. Please don't concede a goal just as I'm praising you, you bunch of idiots. Now it looks like I was praising you for conceding a goal. That's just going to lead to confusion. My praise hasn't gone through yet. Withdraw the praise. I mean, this is such a soft goal to concede as well. I guess that's what we get for playing Goff at right back because he wasn't doing much right back in there, was he? We have got Hubbard on the bench, who was our proper right back before Goff, and I do wonder if maybe that's a sensible substitution to make to finish off the game. Just play a proper defender in defence for the last 10 minutes, just to make sure we don't get a repeat of what just happened, because that was just silly. It would be not. Do we push on for another goal? This hasn't been the best performance that we've put in over the course of this qualifying, but as long as we can hold on, a win's a win. That's what's important. Ireland have got the throw, and we have won the match. They went to the 4-3-3 themselves at the end, trying to copy our tactic, the rascals. Yeah, there we go. We got the win, but we do need to be much better against stronger sides. I think that is fair. So it's not Austria we're playing now, which seems weird. So it's Finland, so we're not going to qualify in this episode, I don't think. How do we get back to the qualifying group? So that'll put Finland onto 7 games. Austria will still be on 5, so we'll be 8 points clear, but they'll have 3 games left. This is, of course, if we beat Finland, which we should. So we are going to show you the last 2 qualifiers, because we can't qualify in today's episode unless Austria are playing someone else at the same time. If Ireland beat Austria, it's a different matter. Should we just see how it pans out? As usual, just a couple of changes for the Finland game. Hawks comes in for Page at left back, and Porter comes into the midfield, allowing Smith to drop down to the bench because he's got tired little legs. To be fair, there's a lot of them with tired little legs, so as usual, it still baffles me the way England fixtures are scheduled. Why would we play Saturday and Tuesday when the Premier League has nearly 2 weeks off? Spread the games out a bit, but we'll monitor fitness as ever, and especially the oldies up front, and take them off as we need to, and rotate the team around as we need to, and all that kind of nonsense. But hopefully we can score a nice result here against Finland. Have Ireland beat Austria, because Ireland have played 1 more game. So I think if we win, we get to 18 points. If Ireland beat Austria, they'll have 14 points but only have 1 game remaining. Austria will be on 10 points with 2 games remaining. So a win for us and a win for Ireland, and we go to the World Cup. There you go. I said I wasn't going to do the maths, and I've done the maths anyway. These 5-team groups are confusing. So that means we must... I don't even know who we play in the last 2 games. Surely not Ireland again. We play them every episode. It must be Austria and Latvia, I guess, in the next episode. If we get that far. Who knows? Williams into Thompson. Thompson heads just wide. We have had 7 shots. Not a one of them has been on target so far. We've got the best strikers in the world, and we can't get a shot on target. But there's Thompson in, and he does score. And he is quite the talent. I mentioned an episode or 2 back that we had a lot of young strikers, like 24, 25. Stuart Thompson, the younger of the Thompsons, not the one who's at Tottenham. This one is the one from Wolves. He's only 22. So he really is the future of England's front line, because he could... I mean, if he goes on as long as Williamson, he's got another 10 or 12 years leading the line from England ahead of him. And he's already a 4-star striker. So... he has, he's, I mean, worryingly, as home manager as well, he plays for Wolves. So they've got a real top talent up front for them. But we won it up at half-time. That's the important thing. It looks like a draw in that game will be enough to qualify us as well, because a 7-point gap on Austria with 2 games to play also qualifies us. So fingers crossed, Ireland do us a favour. I mean, we've played them often enough. They should do us a favour. Right, we're keeping an eye on fitness. Nix and Williams and Williamson look like the ones who probably need to come off. So let's just grab a hold of all 3 of them. Williamson first of all, we just want to protect him, get Wilson on for him. Nix as one of our most important players. I don't really want to bring Smith on for him. Marshall can come on for him. We've seen Marshall play a few times. Well, he's the lad from Man United, I think. Yes, he is 31 years old, 67 caps now. Should probably be a little more familiar with him. And then we'll take off Goff at right back again. Where's Hubbard? Get him on for some more game time. Similar reasons to the last game. We've done our attacking now. 20 minutes to go. Let's play a proper right back who can do some defending. We don't need Goff on there to do attacking for the last 20 minutes or so. But here's Hawks. It looks like we have a highlight building from deep through Porter. Porter with the ball over the top for Thompson to chase. Thompson is in, but it's straight at the Finland goalkeeper. Still drawing between Austria and Ireland, looking at what's going on in the other 2 games there. Marshall with the corner. Thompson's in again, and it's straight at the keeper. Once again, 22 shots now, only 7 of them on target. We have had 63% of the possession. It falls to Shaw on the edge of the area, who does a bending shot from range. Thompson's got it in the back of the net, but it's been disallowed for offside. I don't know. It didn't feel very offsidey to me. When this ball is struck, I mean, that's marginal. I guess you can't argue with the little coloured lines, but you're telling me a linesman's seen that with the naked eye? I won't have it. Hubbard with the throw. Wilson collects. Cross comes in towards North. North hits the frame of the goal, and it ends up with Hawks at right back. Cross comes back in. Wilson can't win it. Marshall to Shaw. Back out to Hawks again. It feels like there's a goal coming, but we just can't get that really, really good chance. We've had one clear-cut chance in the game, and we scored it. If Finland go up and score now, then that's the first real sign of this 4-3-3 being found out. I mean, to be honest, it's not looked spectacular in either of these matches, but Finland are on 3 points after 7 matches. If we somehow manage to not beat them, then questions probably do need to start being asked. Thompson with a free kick, and just papers over the cracks a little bit with a beautiful goal from a free kick in the 93rd minute of 93. It is a lovely free kick, 2-0. I think in terms of chances created, flatters us a little bit, but we have utterly dominated the game. And Stuart Thompson is getting better and better all the time, which does bode very well for a World Cup in the summer, which we have just about qualified for at this point. We're just keeping an eye on what's going on between Austria and Ireland, but I think we are there, which is smashing. Well done, lads. Good win for us. Let's just get the confirmation come through that we have qualified for the World Cup. I think we have. Come on now. Confirm. And we should have the confirmation through here. England qualify for the World Cup. Awesome stuff. Right. With that in mind, I don't think I'll bother showing you the last couple of group games. I know they are competitive games, but they are absolutely meaningless now. Likewise, probably with the friendlies. Unless we get some really juicy friendlies arranged, I think we'll probably just not do another England episode now until we actually get to the World Cup. I'll mention in a home episode somewhere around probably tomorrow or the next day who England's group are at the World Cup, but we're not actually back for an England episode now until the World Cup next summer, which of course we would like to win. So we'll be back with home tomorrow. If you have enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.